We have a little red cabbage. We have a little green cabbage. Let's get that in. Let's get in some shredded carrots. Get those carrots in there. Now, we're going to make a little dressing for this slaw. What I have a little mayonnaise, and I'm just going to put it right in the bowl that our carrots were in. This is going to be nice and simple. A little Creole mustard. You know, if you like a Dijon, if you like a yellow, that's fine. But I love the Creole because it's a ground mustard. A little bit of sugar. Yes, coleslaw should have that little sweetness to it. A little apple cider vinegar. And let's just mix this all together. It's going to be fine. So, apples. Take a little apple. Take whatever one you like. Just jewel it, make it like matchsticks. Yeah, we'll get all of that out. Yeah, I'm going to put a little Creole seasoning. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. And now just mix this together. Look at the colors that we have. That's all we want. We just want to toss this together. I've also done slaw with what we call down here a mirliton. That works really good as well. So let's take our little dressing here and just spread this all over. We get that popped in. And now all we have to do is take our spoons and get this coated. Now, if you want more dressing, put more dressing on. But what I want to do with this now, I want to go ahead and get this chilled. Because I like when I have a sandwich, I like some things cold and some things hot. Because when you bite, you get that perfect bite, a hot or cold, and they just blend together to get warm. I am so looking forward to opening this to see our roast. The smells. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, that cumin, I smell that cumin right away. So let's get our pork out. Oh, I tell you what, gang, it is falling apart. I'm gonna have to take this out in sections. It is not, oh, look at that. Oh, I saw another little piece. Want to get it all. There it is. There's that little piece. Look at this. Now I'm just going to take a couple of forks. And we're just going to kind of take the meat and just shred it apart. You know, I tell you the truth, you actually don't even have to shred this if you don't want to. You know, you could actually maybe put slices on here like this. But you know what? You always hear about pork being shredded. And that's all it is. That is so tender, it just comes right apart. But you know, we have that flavor from that little bit of vinegar, that ham stock. This is just oh so good. So here, like I said, we can shred it, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to serve this on the sandwich. Now, I have a little brioche bun that I am going to take a little bit of our slaw and put it on the bottom. Now I'm going to take our pork and just grab it and put it right on the top. Now, if you're a fan of sauce, we could take the sauce, the juices that are in that pressure cooker, we could take that sauce, mix it in with the meat when you get it shredded, or put a little bit of that sauce right on the top bun. But let's just put that baby right like that. And there we have our pulled pork sandwich with slaw. Coming up next, banana foster bread pudding. Yes, I said banana foster bread pudding. You know, in New Orleans, we always had bananas. And the other thing we always had was great French bread that would turn into bread pudding. See how this crumbles? That French bread gets dry, and this is one of the things that all grandmas would make the next couple of days. You could buy a loaf of French bread, and then they would turn that into bread pudding a couple of days later. So I want to make a banana foster bread pudding. So I'm going to start this off with a little banana liqueur. So instead of using all milk in this, I'm using that banana liqueur because that's going to give us a nice depth of banana flavor. I like to start with dry bread so it can totally absorb. So we're going to do a little milk. We can always add as we need to. So we'll start some in, and let's get this starting to work in because I want the texture of oatmeal. All the bread nice and absorbed. You know, one of the great restaurants we had here in the city, they came up with a dessert called Bananas Foster. And it was basically sauteed bananas and butter and rum. It was served over ice cream. So I thought this would be great flavors to do in a bread pudding. Now, we're going to make a rum sauce with this bread pudding. So in the rum sauce, I'm using 3 egg yolks. So what I've done, I've used my whites from the sauce along here with our 3 other eggs for the bread pudding. So I like putting those whites in. By using that little extra egg white, it keeps it nice, light, fluffy. And you can see in our bowl how this is starting to break up. This is starting to get nice and soggy. That's what we're looking for. Now, we're going to do a little sugar. If you notice, I have a little cinnamon. I have about a tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm going to mix this right into the sugar. The reason why, often if you're doing a dessert, you're putting something like a powder into something, it can cake up. So here, I'm just going to give a little quick mix right here into the sugar. This way, it won't cake up on us. We won't get a little pocket of cinnamon. So let's get our sugar in. I know you just said, look at all that sugar. Yes, because French bread is plain, so we need that sugar. All right, let's get a little vanilla in. And this is something you can always add. That's why I'm going to do a little more milk, because I'm looking for a certain texture. Oh, look at this. This is so good. I don't think there's anyone in this city that did not grow up eating bread pudding. Now, then one other thing we want to put in are our bananas. With our bananas, I'm just take a paring knife. Let's just kind of open this up. I like to just go ahead, take your paring knife, cut it right in the peel, and then just make little slices. And this way, pick up the banana, and it just folds right on in, right out of the peel. Come on, banana, cooperate. It's going all over, but that's what happens.